Welcome to this overview of SeeMySite. We're going to be looking at site attendance, events, the mobiles and the timesheeting. So in step number 1, workers register their attendance on site and we can ensure that any of that duty of care is met. Number 2 is the Events tab, users and workers with the ability to be able to record and report hazards and incidents as they occur. Number 3, we'll be talking about how to use the mobile and capture job information. And number 4, which is timesheeting, the ability to be able to have a look at the time records and time information. So what do we need to get everything going? Well, first things we need our site name, site reference number, as well as an address which automatically gets geocoded. We also, if there's more than one branch, need to know which branch the site belongs to. From a worker point of view, need the worker's name and the reference number, which normally is a payroll number, and their mobile phone. So we'll need that mobile phone number so we can invite them to use the app once we have that. Any events which are there, which generally are things like hazards that wish to be displayed, we can import that information as well. If you're not using that, that's fine, we don't need that. And we need to understand the company structure, how many branches you are. If it's just a single organisation, then there won't be any extra branches, but if there's more than one, you might need some help to set that up. You'll see the dashboard when you log in. Here's what we monitor. We monitor sites, events, workers, and any overdue workers. It's a very simple view. The counters change every 30 seconds, so that's quite frequent. Please note also, SeeMySite's a real-time service, as I say, every 30 seconds. The goal, of course, is to have nothing showing up there at the end of the day, but the counters roll up from the bottom. And so by that we mean any branches that sit beneath the parent are included in that total count as well. On the Sites tab, just give us that site name and external reference, and we'll process that long information to be able to geocode them. So this is the view that you'll typically see once the site's been added, with the mapping information there. All sites that have been geocoded will show with a map icon next to them beside the name, and all sites will be made available to the workers when they arrive and leave their places of work, and you can move that map around as well for greater accuracy. On the Workers tab, again reiterating, we need the worker's name, external reference and mobile phone number, and typically this is what the worker's information would look like. That can be uploaded in bulk when the service is set up, but it's also possible just to use the new worker button to add a worker. Once that's been added, you see at the bottom here there's a send invite SMS button, so it's just clicking on that button will send them an SMS invite, and then the worker will be able to register their mobile once they receive that. So the mobile worker, this is what they'll see. I'll get a token with a little link in there. They click on that and connect to the portal. Once they're connected, they'll get a message there which congratulates them for their connection, and then they'll be able to use the mobile service. This is what typically they'll see when they log on. So they log on to the app, and it all starts on a dashboard. The dashboard shows the worker if they're logged in or out, so the blue button there shows currently whether they're logged in or out. They then can pick a site, so they select the site and then they touch the login button, and they can add any job notes there as well, either in login or log out. Time records are then recorded and can be displayed, so they can click on that, they can see the timesheet for the previous week. And in the event that they want to record an event like a hazard, they can do that as well on site to let the supervisor know that they're reporting an event. And the Events tab shows whether these hazards or incidents are available. For example, if there's an incident there, they can notify that event. So that feature is available there, and that event will become through and reported on the web browser. The administrator can then accept or reject that event, and once it's been accepted, then it will display to anybody who logs into that particular site. For example, here's a list of hazards which are displaying when I log on to this particular site. Or you can use it for site reminders if you want to as well. So just to remind people what to do. Was the premises secure? Was the owner notified? And that's totally customisable. On the Timesheets tab, we can view all that information which is there. There's also the ability on the browser to be able to decide which columns you want to display, and that's customisable, and those can be moved around as well. So the viewing the time records, those are available for export, so that can be either by worker or by site, and just by selecting the date range. You're able to also view approved times as well, so rather than just actual times, if you want to have be able to approve those durations, that's a function which is available there as well. So the benefits, site information, getting those foundations right. Very simple, we need site name, reference and address. From the worker side, we just need the worker's name, a reference number and their mobile phone number. It's a simple to use service. There's minimal training required for people to use it. It's real time, and you can add site information, event information. It's viewable there for everybody as well. Very worker friendly, so adding job notes and viewing timesheets on their mobile is there. And if there are any workers who are overdue, they exceed those times, well, that's available on the dashboard on the browser as well. It helps organisations, particularly smaller ones, meet their duty of care, and you can approve and manage time there as it's occurring. Thank you very much.